The CTN TV today is in a very interesting conversation with Mr. Michael, the Managing Director of Lifeline Corporation Private Limited from Singapore, hailing from Singapore but with various offices across the many states in Malaysia with a very interesting invention from Nanyang Polytechnic. Now, before revealing too much to you, dear audience, I'll let Mr. Michael tell us more about this very simple but very useful innovation.
Right. This device is called a transfer wheelchair. It has actually revolutionized the way wheelchair is made. It allows a person to lead a more independent life. With the wheels retracted, it facilitates the daily transfer activities that they have to do. Going to bed, going to the car, going to the toilet. So the chair is here. It's a simple mechanical device to activate the chair, the wheel to be retracted. A simple demo will show you how simple it is to activate this.
Mr. Michael, we'll get on to the demo in a short while.
Sure.
Now, before we get on to that, I'd like to ask you, tell our audience, what is the basic principle behind the wheelchair?
As I was trying to explain to you, I'm no engineer myself, but I was told that there was some, they used the straight line linear to move the wheel back using ball bearings to compensate, to take off the weight. I myself, I'm amazed, truly amazed with this invention.
As amazed as we should be, so maybe you can actually show
I'll do
how
that.
this is done.
Sure.
Okay. Mr. Michael?
Right. So a user in a wheelchair would normally have to have the armrest removed or move back so that they can move themselves to the bed or to the car. We call this a lateral transfer.
Lateral transfer.
So to do a lateral transfer, the wheel is normally in the way, as you can see.
It blocks the person.
It blocks the person from moving. And the person usually trained in the hospital under rehabilitation how to do a side transfer or lateral transfer. So with this obstruction, the Polytechnic came up with this idea of moving this wheel backward. So what happens is that you push this little piston and the wheels retract back.
And it retracts smoothly.
Smoothly.
Without any
even
obstruction.
if you are 100 kilos on this, there's no problem to move this.
I see.
You apply the brake and now you have a wide open space to do your transfer.
Without any obstruction in the way at all.
The other way, once you have done your transfer, you can wheel it back, lock it, and you go as a wheelchair. Simple as that, 2 actions.
I see. So this is what you call a transfer
wheelchair. And I'm so proud to present it to Malaysia. You are probably the second country in the world to see this because it was only exhibited in November to the world in Düsseldorf, Germany.
And it comes from this reputable institution of research, Nanyang Polytechnic.
Right. That's right.
As I understand it, you'll be having a launch for the transfer wheelchair from Lifeline soon.
That's right. We will be coming over to every major states sometime next month in April to introduce this excellent product to the hospitals, to the professionals, so the general public can benefit from this.
I see. And already, even before the launch, you've been getting orders from all over the world.
We have 5 containers to ship in April.
5 continents to ship in April once the launch is done here in Malaysia as well as in Singapore.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Now, as a word to our viewers, Mr. Michael, do tell us what to expect in the coming months from Lifeline as you hope to anticipate a very strong response to this transfer wheelchair.
Well, we're actually working on version 2 right now.
Version 2?
Yeah.
So soon?
So soon. When we've demonstrated this to the users, many requested if we could do with a push button. So we are working on that. That is to say, if I press a button, the wheels will retract automatically.
I see. So it's minimal electronics.
No effort.
No effort whatsoever. You don't even have to push the piston now.
Yeah, nothing. So version 2 should be a challenge for us. I hope to have that out by next year.
By next year.
Yeah.
But in this year, exciting times ahead for Lifeline
That's
as the
right.
transfer wheelchair receives overwhelming response from 5 continents around the world. So dear viewers, this 17th Southeast Asian Healthcare and Pharma Show with Mr. Michael from Lifeline Corporation Private Limited. Exciting times ahead with the transfer wheelchair.
Thank you, Nick.
Nicholas Pang for KLCC and MyMeritNews.com.